Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to completely demystify the process of building a $1,000 a month passive income stream. And the best part? We're doing it using absolutely free tools. If you've ever found yourself wondering how digital creators just seem to generate revenue around the clock without carrying any inventory or shipping a single physical box, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to break down a totally grounded, reality-based blueprint drawn straight from our source material on generating steady, reliable income through AI-generated ebooks. So, let's dive right in. Here's the exact four-phase framework we'll be using to build your compounding digital business. We'll start with the math of passive income, move into finding a profitable niche, break down the free AI tool stack, and finally, map out a realistic 6-month growth plan.
All right, let's kick things off with Phase 1. The math of passive income.
We really need to start by shattering the biggest myth out there in the digital product space right now, which is this idea that you need a massive viral hit to make real money. Honestly, way too many people just throw in the towel before they even start because they think, well, I don't have an audience of millions. But here's the truth. Earning $1,000 a month selling digital products on a platform like Gumroad is an incredibly realistic goal. You just have to strip away all the emotion and treat it like a pure math equation. It doesn't happen overnight, and it for sure doesn't happen by accident. It requires a repeatable system. Look at it this way. Relying on one single $17 ebook, that is super stressful because you'd literally need 59 sales every single month just to hit that $1,000 mark. And let's be real, that's a pretty heavy lift when you're just starting out. But if you build a small library of 5 ebooks at that exact same price point, suddenly you only need 12 sales per ebook. It's a game changer. Building a small catalog drastically lowers the hurdle and completely shifts the dynamic of your entire business. So the crucial takeaway here is that we are absolutely not building a one-product shop. We are building a compounding catalog. Think of it like you're opening a digital bookstore. Your past work constantly stacks with your new work. You put in the effort once to create the book, but because it's a digital file that's automatically delivered to buyers anywhere in the world, it literally never stops working for you. One ebook is just a product. 5 ebooks? Now that is a business.
Moving right along to Phase 2, finding a profitable niche.
Now, obviously, all this great math goes right out the window if you're writing about something no one actually wants to buy. The single biggest mistake new creators make is just writing blindly without checking for a paying audience first. The absolute sweet spot for your niche sits perfectly at the intersection of a topic you genuinely know about and a specific problem people are actively trying to solve. Whether they're desperately trying to learn AI tools to save time at work, transitioning to freelance, or looking for super simple beginner finance systems, they are more than willing to pay for solutions to their urgent, recurring problems. So how do we actually know they're searching for it? Well, we validate it. Before you write a single word, you have to spend about 30 minutes running through these 4 simple steps to guarantee there's a paying audience just waiting for your solution. First, hit up Etsy and check for reviews on similar digital downloads. Then, search Gumroad to see if creators are actively selling in the space. Run your topic through Google Trends just to make sure interest isn't totally tanking. And finally, dive into Reddit to see if real people are repeatedly asking the exact questions your ebook is going to answer. If the demand is there, you've got a green light. Okay, Phase 3. Let's talk about the free AI tools stack. This is where the absolute magic happens. These tools make creating your solutions incredibly fast. And the best part? They are completely free. You'll use Claude AI as your heavy-lifting writing partner, and Canva for that crisp, professional design. Google Trends handles your market research, while Gumroad acts as your $0 storefront. They literally only take a tiny cut when you actually make a sale. And to tie it all together, Pinterest and YouTube serve as your evergreen traffic engines, with everything organized nicely behind the scenes in Notion. $0 a month to run this whole operation. Crazy, right? Let's zoom in on that writing phase for a second, because it's a total game changer. By prompting an AI like Claude step-by-step, starting with a broad outline and then drilling down deep into individual chapters, what used to take weeks of agonizing stare-at-a-blank-screen writing can literally be finished in a few hours. You're basically acting as the creative director here. You tell the AI exactly who your beginner reader is, ask it to write in a fun conversational tone, and command it to include real practical action steps. You compile those chapters, and boom, you have a complete, high-quality manuscript ready to rock.
All right, so you've got your beautiful design from Canva. It's up on Gumroad. Now, how much do we charge? Pricing is where so many beginners completely leave money on the table. You absolutely must price your ebook based on the value it provides using these proven pricing tiers, not based on the couple of hours it took you to make it. An intro guide, perfect impulse buy at $7 to $12. A beefier core skill book sits really comfortably between $17 and $27. And hey, if you throw in some bonuses like checklists or templates, you can easily command premium pricing, up to $49.
That brings us to our final phase, the 6-month growth plan.
With the math, the niche, and our tools completely locked in, the actual execution is all about an exponential growth curve. Month 1, you publish your first book. Maybe you make $50 while you're just learning the ropes. No big deal. By month 2, you publish again, way faster this time, and start cross-promoting. Fast forward to months 4 and 5. You've got a solid catalog of 4 or 5 products and this growing web of free content pointing straight to your store. By month 6, all that early effort compounds. Every new ebook adds to your base, and every happy customer becomes a prime candidate to buy your next release. It builds on itself.
And here is where a massive, massive turning point happens, right around month 3. This is when you finally have enough inventory to package your early books together at a discount. Bundling your first 2 or 3 ebooks feels like an absolute steal to your buyer, but for you, it instantly multiplies your average order value. This right here is the primary engine for how your revenue scales up so aggressively in the later months of this plan. I really love this quote from our source material because it just beautifully grounds the entire strategy. $1,000 per month from selling ebooks is not a dream, it is a math problem. That completely removes all the intimidating guesswork and the anxiety of hoping to go viral. If you publish consistently, design professionally, and target a verified real-world problem, you are simply filling out the variables in a very, very solvable equation.
So, here's the bottom line for us today. The readers who need exactly what you know, they are out there right now, typing their frustrations into search bars and Reddit threads. The formula we just went through is proven. The tools are completely free. The only variable left in this equation is you. So, are you going to leave all that knowledge just sitting in your head, or will you turn it into your first compounding asset by this time next month?